What is up, you little dubs? My name is Mohawk, and yes, and today we are going to do a video, but this video is a little bit different from the other ones because this is another educational video, guys. Alright, so this is gonna be a new math vid that I'm going to do. And this is all about indices. Yes, I'm very excited to start up some math with you because I think the last math video we did, like convert any fraction into a decimal, was 2 years ago. But this one is gonna be brand new, and it is gonna be legendary because you guys, if you are not familiar with this concept yet in math, it is a branch of algebra, and it's a really cool topic. It's about exponents, like to the power of, with the base, and you get to learn the index laws, which is really cool. So we'll start off the basics, alright? Alright, we'll just remove this. Okay, so, alright, we need to learn the first index law, okay? So let's see. Alright, let's say if a to the power of m is multiplied by a to the power of n, that will equal a to the power of m plus n. Okay, so guys, what I'm saying, a is the base right here. A is the larger number and is the most salient out of this variable right here. This variable, okay? So, when you look at A, they have the same bases, but different powers. Well, all you need to do is you don't need to multiply the bases. That's not how it works for the same base by multiplying it. So you just have to just have to add the powers, okay? It's that simple. So, I will show you another example with actual numbers. So, let's say 2 to the power of 3 is multiplied by 2 to the power of 2. That would equal 2 to the power of 5. Because that is literally 2 to the power of 3 plus 2. And that equals this. And if you really want it simplified, it basically equals 32. Because 2 to the power of 5 is 32, because 8 to the power of 3 is 8, times 4 to the power of 2 is 4, 8 times 4, 32, same thing, alright? So that law is true. So, guys, I will give you an example for you to do, and you guys can just pause the video, and then you can figure out yourselves, and stuff like that, okay? And then I'll give you the answer, and I will explain why it is that answer, okay? Alright, so, let me think. So let's see. Alright. 3 to the power of 3 times 3 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of -2. So, you guys can just pause the video when you're ready, and alright, so if you have paused the video and if you have figured out your answer, I will show you step by step, progressively, not just show you the answer straight away, and you guys won't know what happened if you got it wrong. So let's see, okay, so 3 to the power of 3 times 3 to the power of 2 is 3 to the power of 5. Okay? 3 to the power of 5 times 3 to the power of -2. Whoops, that's a notification. So 3 to the power of 5 times 3 to the power of -2 is basically, need more room. Okay, let me write it out again. So 3 to the power of 5 times 3 to the power of -2, which is 3 to the power of 5 plus -2, guys. Because whenever you multiply, you have to add the powers, alright? So, essentially 3 to the power of 5 times 3 to the power of negative 2 is 3 to the power of 5 minus 2, which is 3 to the power of 3. That is your answer, or 27, because 3 to the power of 3 is 27. You can do either, but it depends on the question, okay, guys? And it goes, so 27 times 9 is, I think it's, 243, and then you have to divide that by 9, and 243 divided by 9 is 27, so that's the same. Okay, so, let's learn another index law, okay? So this other index law is division, guys. Okay, let's say a to the power of m is divided by a to the power of n. That will be equivalent to a to the power of m minus n. You can't see, but that is a to the power of m minus n. So, why it is that? Because multiplication is the opposite of division, and when is that? So, multiplication is adding the powers, while division is minusing the powers, subtracting the powers. Okay, so let's give an actual example. So, 2 to the power of 3 divided by 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 2 to the power of 1. But that is not simplified, so because 2 to the power of 3 divided by 2 to the power of 2, which is 2 to the power of 3 minus 2, which is 2 to the power of 1, but it is basically 2, because 8 divided by 4 is 2. Yeah. Alright, so let me give you an example, and you guys can work it out when you pause the video. So let's see. 4 to the power of 4 divided by 4 to the power of 3 divided by 4 to the power of... Oh, wait. Let's make it a little bit tricky. Let's spice it up a little bit. 4 to the power of negative 2. Alright. Okay, let's see if we can work that out. Pause the video. Alright, let's see. Alright. Let's go step by step. So, this is 4 to the power of 1. So, 4 to the power of 4 divided by 4 to the power of 3 is 4 to the power of 4 minus 3. 4 to the power of 1 divided by 4, negative 2. Alright. So, if it is like this, structured like this, okay, what we need to do is, we need to do this, okay? 4 to the power of 1, it's just this. Because we know that division is just subtracting the powers. So we do 1 minus minus 2, and why we're doing 1 minus minus 2, because the negative 2 is within that term. That's a term by itself. You cannot change that. You cannot say it is 1 minus 2, because negative 2 is just part of that, base of 4, this one. You cannot say that this is plus 2, and you can say that it's 1 minus 2. You can't say that. Alright, guys? Don't get messed up with that. That's some mistakes that people do, but it is okay. You are here to learn, and MohakTube will provide you with the lesson. Okay, so, which is equal to 4 to the power of 1 plus 2, which is equal to 4 to the power of 3. Right. Yes, I'm right. Alright, I thought I was wrong a bit. But I am right, okay, guys? Okay, let's look at the original question here. Okay, so 4 to the power of 4. Now, 4 to the power of 4 is 100 and no, it is 256. And that was divided by 4 to the power of 3. That's divided by 64. And then divided by 4, 2, by 1, 16. Okay? So 256 divided by 64 is 4. And that divided by 1 by 16, because 4 to the power of -2 is just 1 over 16. Okay, we'll explain that later when we get to negative indices. So 4 by 1, get the reciprocal of that, 16 by 1, and 16 times 4 is 64 by 1, which is 64. Okay, guys? And the answer we had was 4 to the power of 3, which is equivalent to 64. Round of applause for me, guys. Thank you. Alright. Let's do one last index law, okay? One last for today. And then we can move on to zero index and the negative indices, okay? So let's do it. Alright, so let's say a to the power of m was concealed in a bracket. And that is to the power of n. Ooh, this is interesting. What do you do here? Well, I have the answer for you, dudes. So, a, it's just basically you have to multiply the powers now. It is a to the power of m times n, which is a m n. P-show? Nice. Okay. Let's use an actual example. So 2 to the power of 4 is to the power of 2. So here goes 2 to the power of 4 times 2, and that is equal to 2 to the power of 8. So yeah, that is the answer for this simple question here. So yeah, alright, let's do an actual one. Spice it up a little, alright? Okay, let's see, let's see here. Okay, so, let's say 2 to the power of 2 multiplied by 2 to the power of 3 is cubed. So can you guys please do this question? You can pause the video if you want, and I will provide you with the answer. Okay, guys, I hope you're back, ready to receive your answer, but I'll explain. Okay, 2 to the power of 2 times 2 to the power of 3. If you remember from our first index law, you have to add the powers, remember? Okay, so it is basically 2 to the power of 2 plus 3 cubed. Okay, boys? Alright? So, that is 2 to the power of 5 and cubed. And remember, this is the second index law, so it's just 2 combined into one question. So 2 to the power of 5 times 3, which is 2 to the power of 15, and I do not know that value. Let me update my calculator for this. So it is 2 to the power of 15, which is 3, 2, 7, 6, 8. That is the actual answer. But you can say to the power 15. We don't mind. I don't mind, actually. I mean, I don't think the teachers mind that. Also. So yeah. And that is all for Indices Part 1, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video, because I have enjoyed teaching. I haven't taught in a long time since my my 2 videos about history, like Alexander the Great and World War I. But now I'm back because I just wanted to. I felt like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you later. Peace. Boop. See you later, guys, in the next video. Goodbye.